Have a ride and want to make some coin? You're parked in the right spot. This is the Carbingo Show with Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Ramon Robles. Driven by Carbingo.com, where you get a real offer on your car and earn top dollar. Call Carbingo at 87-CAR-BINGO. Now, here to get you the most for your car, the Bingo Bros, Frank, Matthew, and Ramon.
Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, I never miss a show. I've been here from the beginning.
You jinxed yourself.
I don't know what happened. Day of, man.
We're just happy to have you back.
I appreciate that.
You know, it's just not the same without you.
There is a little blow to the ego, I'm not going to lie, when I listened to the show and y'all sounded good. And I thought, dang, they don't need me.
No, we do. Apparently we need you because every week now somebody's missing.
Yeah, this week, let's play a game. Well, I guess Jennifer's already talked. I was going to say, let's play a game. Who are we missing?
Who are we missing? And it's the beautiful one.
Yeah, El Guapo himself. I don't know if legally we can say it.
Yeah.
But he's not here because he's getting a procedure done.
Right.
And I don't know if we can get specific, but that procedure
Let's just say that beautiful head of hair sometimes needs maintenance.
Needs replanting. You know? Needs grafts.
Frank, just tell him to leave the gray ones out this time.
El Guapo is doing fine. He'll be back next week. Lord willing. I mean, are really any of us guaranteed to be here next week?
Right.
You know, not really.
That's true.
We'll
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, we will.
Jennifer wants to play a game with our lives.
We should have a pool. We should have a pool where everybody puts in $5.
Right.
And when you miss, you're out. And then the last person
for the month or something.
Yeah, gets the money.
I like that.
And then it goes towards like snacks or something. You know, something we can all enjoy. I don't know.
Right.
Work on that for me.
More
Matthew.
Taco Bell.
This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles, along with Matthew Barroso and Jennifer, and that's it.
Woohoo.
And that's it.
That's all.
Yeah, we're down to 3.
It's just the cool kids here.
Yeah, we were talking before the show, and you sparked my interest in something, Jennifer, real quick. What is your favorite Pokemon?
Pichu.
Pikachu?
Man, that was quick.
Pichu.
Oh, Pichu.
Yeah, it's like a little baby Pikachu.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll have to check that one out.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Me either. That's okay. Yeah,
she's pulling it up.
Look at this.
She's got it ready to go.
It's probably a screensaver or wallpaper or something.
It's just a picture.
I'm sorry to nerd out, guys. We do a lot of talking before the show, and I'm a kid at heart. And
do you have a personal favorite?
I never got into Pokemon, so I only know the ones that.
Why are we even talking?
I know it. I only know the big ones.
That is a baby
that
Pikachu.
Looks like Pikachu.
You're right. Yeah,
it's a little baby Pikachu.
See, that. Can you? I mean, isn't that kind of lazy? It's a little lazy, right?
No,
I mean, I guess Star Wars did it with
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
That's true.
Yeah, don't you have a Baby Yoda on your desk?
I do, Jennifer. Let's not bring up
you know what?
Things, okay?
Some things need to stay personal. Okay. Let's see here.
Dang, I just got flamed. Instant karma. Wow. I didn't even think it through either.
Cannibalism is illegal in Idaho.
I would hope so.
And it has a maximum sentence of 14 years. Unless you had to eat someone, quote, under extreme life-threatening conditions as the only apparent means of survival, then it's okay. That seems fair.
Life for a life, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, weird. Or maybe they
14
were dead
years
already.
Is not a lot. Like, it's kind of like
well,
like,
that's
hey, I ate a guy 14 years. Oh, okay.
That's for the act of eating that person. It's not for killing the person, right? It's just
which most likely is probably part 1 of that.
Yeah, that's true. In Delaware, a marriage can be annulled if one or both parties did it as part of the game Truth or Dare. But in the legal code, it's referred to as, quote, jest or dare.
What's the difference between divorced and annulled?
You know, that's a great question. I'm not sure.
I want to Google it. We'll Google in the break.
Let's see. The most used 7-letter word in English is the word between.
Between.
The most used 8-letter word is children. The most used 9-letter word is different. And the most used 10-letter word is government.
Wow. Yeah.
I never think about how many lettered words I use until that. I think government, that's a 10-letter word. I use that.
That's true. You probably say it a lot.
Yeah, I do. A personal note, I am at that age where I might need glasses to read, and I might need.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been putting it on and off.
So I've kind of needed them, and when I put them on, I've noticed, oh, that does look better.
Right.
And then so when I stop using them, I realize, oh my God, I need them. And then I'm starting to think, well, maybe I need them because I've been using them, and my eyes have grown dependent.
Right.
So I'm trying not to use them.
I don't think that's how it works.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Jennifer's-
I think what it is that you didn't have them before, so you didn't know the difference.
Okay.
Then you use them, then you take them off, and you realize how bad your eyesight actually is in comparison to what it should be. It's like your fridge. You have a fridge, right?
Yeah.
You have a nice fridge that you can see in. It's got Wi-Fi. It's
Yes.
got all these nice things.
Sends me messages.
You've never had that before.
Right.
Now, imagine going back to the old fridge.
Ooh, does
You
it
could
even
not-
keep milk cold, bro?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's that kind of scenario.
All right.
But of course, I am not a real doctor. And
Well, if you watch us on the YouTube machine, you'll notice me constantly fidgeting with the glasses. I apologize for that. Listen, speaking of fidgeting and apologizing, that is not a good way whatsoever.
that's what Frank will be doing when you come to see him at
I
Carbingo.
thought this was going to tie into Frank somehow.
Yeah. Carbingo.com is where we'd love for you to head over to on your internets and let us buy your car. The folks at Carbingo.com are going to give you top dollar for your vehicular. And the great thing about it is, as I scratch the microphone, the great thing about that is you don't have to talk to anybody until they physically deliver you a check. And then it'll be worth talking.
Who wants to talk to people?
Correct.
Right? You're in your room. You're looking at the 9,000 Pokemon that exist. You want to just get some money for that old car outside. You know, there's cars that have like anime characters all over them. What
I've
are those
seen 'em.
called? There's like a thing for it, right?
Yeah, I don't know the term for it.
I
but
wonder if those get more value because anime's popping right now.
That's a good point.
So we got to hold that question for Frank when he comes back.
Knowing Frank, he would be very professional. He would probably say no.
Right.
What if someone brought in a car with an anime girl on it? Would
Interesting.
that hurt the price?
I wonder if that would raise the price or lower
I
it.
think it
Yeah.
would lower it.
Yeah, Jennifer knows.
I'm curious.
But the point is, carbingo.com, answer a few questions.
Right.
They're going to give you an offer quicker than it takes to microwave a corn dog, which, by the way, takes 55 seconds unwrapped. You got to unwrap the plastic,
Right.
put it in the wrapper so that it steams, and then 55 seconds. So quicker than that,
It's very fast.
you'll get an offer for your car. That's pretty good.
That's good. I agree with it. Yeah.
Carbingo.com, carbingo.com. So thank them for, go by there, thank them for putting this little show together and letting us come and talk to you every Saturday at 4 p.m. here on KPRC. 5 nutrition myths. Now, looking at us, you could tell we eat very well, very healthily. Is healthily a right word?
No.
Okay. We eat
Very
healthy.
healthy.
Yeah, we eat very healthy. 5 nutrition myths that doctors are sick of hearing. These are myths, okay? People out there on the internet think they know. Doctors are saying, look, guys,
Hold on. The internet isn't always right.
not always. Most of the time. You know what? Before we get to that, let's go to break.
Right.
Let's save this for segment 2.
Yep.
All right, this is segment 2 coming up. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Welcome back to the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am one of the co-hosts, Ramon Robles, along with Jennifer and Matthew. We are here every Saturday. Frank is away getting his hair extension. Is it hair extensions or hair plugs?
He might be getting, you know what? He might be getting a beard extension.
Beard extension.
Because
That
you and
makes
I
sense.
have kind of long beards.
Yeah.
Ryan had a really long beard.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to come back and he's just going to be stacked.
Jennifer, do you feel out of place not having a beard?
No,
Okay.
I'm thankful.
Okay. Yeah, very good.
Jennifer could wrap her hair
That's
and it
true.
could make a pretty sick
Yeah.
beard.
Let's see. 5 nutrition myths doctors are sick of hearing. We were going to hit this before we had to go to break. But five myths. Fresh fruit is healthier than frozen. That's the myth. Sometimes the canned stuff has added sugar, but in general, canned, frozen, and dried fruit all have the same nutrients as fresh fruit. And it's cheaper.
I'm actually so glad to hear that.
Good. What are you a frozen fruit gal?
I like canned and frozen
Yeah.
because I don't like getting it fresh too often because it goes bad so quick.
Yeah. Yep. Myth number 2. Plant-based milk is way healthier than cow's milk. It does have fewer calories and less fat, but cow's milk has more than twice the protein.
Right.
And some of the plant-based versions also have added salt and sugar, so be careful.
We probably shouldn't be drinking that much milk anyway.
Yeah.
But that's,
Yeah. That's another conversation for another day. Myth number 3, and this is something that I believed. Never give a toddler peanuts. We used to think eating them too early in life gave kids allergies, but now experts think it's the exact opposite, which now that seems to make sense. Feeding them the stuff with peanuts in it might help them avoid allergies.
Yeah, I was going to say my kids eat peanuts.
Growing
Peanut
up,
butter.
I never heard of a peanut allergy. I never was in a class with anybody.
I used to think like, man, this is just people making it up, like whatever. Everybody just wants to have a thing. But I have a nephew who is severely allergic to, but he's allergic to almost everything.
Oh, wow.
Like he can't have milk, he can't have cheese, he can't have peanuts, he can't have gluten, he can't have. He eats very specific foods that are his.
And ice.
Most of his stuff's like looks good, smells good.
Yeah.
But it's like organic, vegan stuff.
Kale.
But just because he has to eat it.
Is that something he'll grow out of? And
over time, he's been able to incorporate very little things back. But it's like they do allergy tests on him all the time. Like he was able to reincorporate eggs recently. But they have to be baked. So the egg
eggs.
So that the egg protein will break down differently.
Oh,
like
wow.
It has to be cooked at a high temperature.
Yeah.
So my sister will make like little muffin trays.
Oh yeah,
with
egg
and
eggs.
Those so good.
Yeah.
And then she boils them, whatever.
Yeah.
Like whatever temperature she's supposed to do it, and he can actually eat it. So he's happy about
crazy.
it. But like they're happy because like they go to Disney a lot, and now Disney has a ton of allergy friendly menus.
Yeah, that's
so when
good.
they go out to eat, he can order with them. So it's like Mickey pancake but gluten free.
Wow, man, that's terrible. I mean, it's good that they've been able to answer the needs of kids with
it's
special
just
dietary.
weird because when we were growing up, never that or just nobody talked about it. I don't know.
Or kids were dropping dead, and we were wondering, wow, what happened?
What's wrong with Timmy?
Yeah,
he's
gave him a peanut. 5 random facts. Well, let's do 3 because I've circled 3. Nearly half of all millennials. Jennifer, you millennial? I forget where that.
I think me and her are close to the cutoff.
Okay. Yeah. Nearly half of all millennials have tattoos.
Nope.
That's 47%. You have tattoos?
Nope.
No tattoos. Not even on your ankle?
Nope.
I have multiple.
Oh yeah. Nearly 47% have tattoos compared to 13% of boomers. 29% of Americans have at least one tattoo, up from 21% 10 years ago. Judge Judy was a real judge in New York Criminal and Family Court.
I thought you were going to say
she has tattoos. Let's see. She got her show after 60 Minutes did a feature on her in 1993, and now she makes what, $30 million a year.
Yeah.
It's.
Have you seen an episode lately?
No.
She has incredible amount of filters and stuff on her.
Oh, really?
So like the plaintiff or whatever will be in shot, and they'll be normal, like a normal shot, and then they'll cut to her talking, and it's just super filtered.
Oh,
I guess for wrinkles.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I always thought that was funny.
Interesting. Yeah. It's technically illegal to get married in Nebraska if you have an STD.
Oh, that's kind of a good law, I think.
Yeah, I mean, really, we want government stepping in and making it.
I mean, until it goes away, maybe.
Speaking of government intervention, big news this week. There was a survey done by University of Houston, and the majority of those surveyed, almost 0.75%, want or are in favor of casino gambling in the state of Texas.
Oh.
Now, y'all are probably too young, but anytime that I've ever wanted to gamble, I've had to drive at minimum 2 hours. I mean, before Louisiana came on board, we'd have to drive to Vegas because Louisiana didn't have casino gambling.
Yeah.
And, so me associating gambling means I have to get in a car and drive somewhere.
Right.
I can't imagine what it's going to be like if it's in Texas and we just head on down to Galveston or maybe Houston or Austin or something.
What benefit does that have?
Gambling?
Besides, the money revenue, just that?
I think that would be all it is.
Well, I mean, they would argue jobs that it creates for the dealers and the construction and the money that's being brought in.
I mean, there's so much empty space in Texas. They could easily build casinos in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like in between, just from here to Austin, there's a million plots of land that they could just throw one in.
The way I've always heard it, and I haven't heard it phrased this way during this session, is that they would give 4 licenses for only 4 casinos for each, like one for each major market.
Oh, for the market.
Houston would go in Dallas, San Antonio, and Austin. Now, that's how I've heard it. Now, I don't know if that's the case because I don't know if once approved, they can just start building casinos like, McDonald's or anything.
Right.
There's going to be obviously some government regulation because that's what government does.
Right.
But I'm in favor of that. I'm pro casinos.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it's not a thing in Texas yet, to be honest.
Well, the push they said is from Louisiana and Oklahoma paying people to not vote for it because they're going to be the big losers out of this. Right. Because who's going to go? Who'll drive?
Yeah, all of Texas is gone from their market.
Although I'd argue unless you live on those borders,
right?
If you live in the border cities anyway, but. I'm all for it. Let's do it. It'll be one of those things.
If it creates jobs and it helps our economy in Texas for when we inevitably, go away from the union.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see. Speaking of spending money, and Matthew, this is a no-brainer. Parents spend 35% more when shopping with kids than shopping alone.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's very true, especially at dinner.
Yes,
my
tabs. No. At like when you go out to eat dinner. The tab just skyrockets now.
What's the culprit? Them eating?
I mean, they both want their own drink, which is normal, and then they both have their own meal. But then if one gets something that the other one likes, as a dad, I'm like, okay, I'll eat your half a cheeseburger. Can I get another order of chicken nuggets? Yeah. And then you end up buying, extra. So you end up spending about $10 per kid now, especially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The frustrating thing is when you order the food for each of them and they don't eat it.
Yep.
And then you take it home, and that's
they
just
don't eat it either.
Yeah, that's just
you take them. You get home, and then they're hungry.
Yeah, and they won't eat the leftovers.
Waffles.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, you just had a cheeseburger. I didn't want a cheeseburger.
Yeah. Oh man.
Our refrigerator is just hospice for leftovers. I mean, we don't eat them. They just go there to.
My wife is a huge proponent for leftovers. She loves them. She loves having them in the fridge. She swears she will always.
Does she eat them?
And I will give her credit. She does eat them most of the time.
Okay,
but. Sometimes she'll take home like a quarter of a cheeseburger.
Oh.
And it's in a giant box like this. And she's like, I'm going to eat it. And she does.
Yeah.
But sometimes out of just pure spite, I throw it away.
Yeah.
And I tell her, like, I'm throwing this out.
Yeah.
No, I was going to eat that. No, you're not.
My wife does this annoying thing where she thinks she's going to eat the leftovers and doesn't. Or, and then we end up throwing them away. Right. Or the thing she does that really annoys me is if it's pork chop night and we save the last pork chop for her so she can take it to work. She doesn't take it to work. The next day, hey, Amy, there's a pork chop. You can eat it. Yeah, I'll eat it for dinner tonight.
No.
Doesn't eat it. 4 days later. Yeah. 4 days later, you throw it away and you think, I could have eaten that. Yeah. There was 4 days there where I could have eaten that. But I didn't. And it's so frustrating. She does that constantly.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true.
Oh, marriage is bliss. Yeah. It really is. All right, this is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. We got a lot to get to yet. Matthew has current events, which I've been looking forward to. I hadn't heard one in 2 weeks. Well, I listened last week. Mm-hmm. Did you do current events? I don't remember.
They weren't good ones.
They weren't. That's what it was. They weren't good. I don't remember.
Ouch.
Carbingo.com is the website. Carbingo.com. The folks that bring us this show every week, who help bring the show here every week, are going to buy your vehicular for top dollar. Look, you're not using it anyway. It's just sitting there in the garage. It's just sitting there. Your kids are off into college. They're not driving it. Carbingo.com. Carbingo.com. All right, this is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Welcome back to the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am indeed Ramon Robles, along with Matthew Barroso and Jennifer, here every Saturday. A combination of the four of us.
Right.
Some sort of combination.
We're trying to keep the listeners guessing.
Yeah.
See, who's going to be there this week?
We're trying to figure out which chemistry works best.
Right.
Hey, the focus group says it works best without Ramon. Oh, okay. Then, we'll go in that direction.
How would you feel if it was you?
Kind of hurt?
Right.
A little bit? A little blow to the ego?
I'd be sad if it was me. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go stand behind the camera. Just slowly roll out of frame.
Well, Jennifer's happy now because now Carbingo is made up of 1/3 women.
Right.
It used to be 20%.
That percentage is growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You can do it. Last we left off, we were talking about spending more money when you have your kids shopping. And Matthew Barroso in his current events actually has a breakdown of those numbers.
I do. So apparently, every 2 in 3 parents will spend 35% more shopping with kids. This includes going out to eat. This includes shopping for groceries or whatever, or just whatever the situation may be.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're, Target is where people like to spend their money.
Yep.
This said that 44% of parents will bribe their kids in order to get them to behave. I'm very, 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 very guilty of this. You bribe them with things like candies, toys, snacks. So there's a breakdown in the study that said that 37% of the time it's candy that you're bribing them with, little lollipop or chocolate. 36% was a snack like an ice cream or maybe like an icy or something like that. 34% was toys, and then 18% was just straight cash. Like, I'll give you some money if you shut
here's
your
a
mouth.
buck. Yeah.
Here's $2, son. Now you give him the fake $2 bill.
Yeah.
Is that still legal tender now?
Yeah,
it
still
is, right?
Yeah, it's always been.
What about that $3 bill?
No,
that should be the Biden one. Not that he'd remember. So, anyways, that was the cool thing that I saw, that the last part was just cash. I was like, I don't think my dad ever bribed me with cash. But
If I can jump here, leads me to this interesting phenomenon we've experienced this week. So my kids both got diagnosed with glasses. I don't know if that's the right word. Got glasses prescribed.
They were prescribed, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not bad. They've gotten by without it, but it'll help, right? Especially kids in classrooms, it'll help. Well, it was very traumatic. Monday, my youngest started with the glasses because his came in. So there was that conversation of, Oliver, I know you're scared, baby, but being scared doesn't mean absence of fear. It means you got to be brave.
Right.
So I had that conversation, but there was bribing that was involved. Baby, you make it through. I'm going to have you a surprise when we get home.
Yeah.
And then again, it happened on Wednesday when my oldest got his glasses. The next day, all right, July, look, you got your glasses.
Yeah.
If you can do this, you're going to have a treat.
I'm gonna buy
Does that work with you? Do you bribe? Are your kids at that age where they?
My kids, I think they're still too little for that. They want it like whatever they want. They want it now.
Okay.
Like they don't understand the later concept. I think they're a little too young for it.
To get them to do stuff, though, do you have to bribe them, or is it just the force of dad's going to pop you one?
Yeah, kind of the latter there. Yeah,
I've never really popped my kids. Just the threat that I could scares them enough to do whatever it is.
Yeah, my kids, they have to be shown. They're not.
Yeah.
They go, what? Do it. Come on. What?
Yep.
You want a piece of me?
Yep.
Especially my little one. My 2-year-old straight up is the alpha.
He
in the
will
family.
challenge you.
He's not the alpha yet in stature, but in his mind he is.
Yeah.
He just has to catch up with me in size.
And it'll happen.
It'll be,
because he's
one day I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's getting bigger and stronger, and you're getting older and a little frail. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That curve is they're gonna meet. They're gonna intersect.
Steep drop off when he just flies past me like a rocket ship. What was that?
Anyway, go ahead. I interrupted.
So usually families take road trips and things like that to see landmarks and things like that. So I saw one that was landmarks of Texas that were ranked by TripAdvisor. I'm very upset about the list.
In Texas. Okay.
Very upset about this list. Number 10 was the Minute Maid Park. Here in Houston.
I like how you said the Minute Maid Park.
Minute Maid Park.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9 was San Antonio Missions National Historical Park. I've never been there.
Yep.
Number 8 was Paulo Dura Canyon. Never been there either.
Up in Amarillo. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
7 is AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Such a big thing. I guess that's why. Number 6 was the Galleria here in Houston.
Really?
If you want to die, it's a good place to go nowadays.
It's sad.
It's
the new Sharpstown.
15 years ago or something.
Yeah, right.
Number 5 is Mission San Jose in Harlandale, Texas. Never seen that.
No.
Number 4 was Reunion Tower.
Yeah, of course.
Downtown Dallas. Number 3 was the state capitol in Austin. Number 2, the Alamo.
Oh, hello.
Number 1,
You
the
have my
river,
attention.
the Riverwalk.
Oh.
And I mean, I'm assuming TripAdvisor.
You're in Alamo. You're in San Antonio.
If you're seeing the Alamo, you're going to the Riverwalk.
Yeah,
It's kind of a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah.
I was very upset that the Space Center Houston didn't make the list.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Natural Bridge Caverns didn't make the list.
Is that in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's around San Antonio area.
Okay.
Oh, is that like the cave with all the bats and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I remember.
Big Bend National Park,
Of course.
not
yeah.
included.
Yeah.
San Jacinto Monument, not included.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
The USS Lexington, not included. I was like, those are some pretty big things that are not.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take that over, no disrespect, but going to Minute Maid Park.
Yeah. Galleria.
Or the
Galleria.
Galleria.
That's awful.
Yeah, how old is this?
Or a stadium.
Yeah, right?
I mean, this was on TripAdvisor now.
Yeah.
I was upset by it. So
Yeah, I would be too. Throw that phone. Throw it against the wall. Show me your
yours. We can use
frustration.
yours. No, yeah. But yeah, so that was the list. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't put cooler stuff on there. But,
Yeah.
you know.
People are lame.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of lame, Dallas Cowboys lost.
Yeah.
I'm
You a Cowboy fan?
Sadly, yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
Sad
Jennifer,
bit.
you probably not.
I don't do sports.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. My dad was grew up Cowboys fan, diehard, so I had no choice.
Yeah.
And I grew up in the '90s, so that was the
that was
heyday.
easy to be a
So it was easy to
Cowboy
be a fan.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, who's the quarterback, they lost. Same week, broke up. His girlfriend broke up with him.
Oh no.
Then the Cowboys posted on Twitter a picture of him looking at one of the tablets. He looks pretty defeated in the photo.
Yeah.
And they said in the quote on the tweet said Dak gave the ball away twice in a narrow loss to the 49ers in a matchup that the Cowboys had a chance to win. If they didn't generate such self-inflicting wounds.
Oh my God.
I was like, whoa.
That's the Cowboys account.
Cowboys
wow.
official Twitter
Usually they're
account.
very middle of the road or
Just
very
roasted him.
wow.
So my guess is they're throwing him out and they're going to put that other guy back in.
wow.
The
He's
redhead
gone.
guy. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. I know.
I'm a Cowboys fan, but a bad one. Yeah. So
Andy Dalton.
that guy, yes.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
And then I thought it was funny because his ex-girlfriend now her name is Natalie Buffett.
Okay.
But I read it as buffet. And
Yeah,
I
of
thought,
course.
I guess buffet's
And I
open.
thought I'm hungry.
I thought buffet's open.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's Buffett, I'm sure. But yeah, it was a tough loss, unfortunately.
I like the meme that said after the game, Dak Prescott threw his helmet down in anger and it was intercepted.
That's pretty good. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
That's
But I
pretty
didn't know his girlfriend broke up with him.
Oh, yeah, apparently.
But if you're Dak Prescott, Jennifer, don't get me
it's
wrong.
most likely not an issue for him.
Yeah, I mean, rich guy, athletic.
Yeah, I mean, star quarterback of the
He's going to
Cowboys.
land on his feet wherever he goes.
Pretty sure there's a line already.
If you're, well, I mean, I don't know why you would break up with him, but
Maybe he's a jerk.
yeah, you know what?
Maybe he's a loser.
Well, the perception is a girl dumps a guy after a loss. The perception is he's a loser.
Right. But maybe he's like a loser, like a jerk.
Okay.
Or maybe he's a wussy.
mean,
we don't
It's
know.
possible he's just not a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. I guess it's
know,
always,
Maybe the girl just needed that much attention and he was too busy.
you know what? That's a good point.
I love Tom Brady.
Speaking of winners and champions, Carbingo.com is where we advise you to go if it's time to get rid of that vehicular. Let's say you're an empty nester now and you don't need the big minivan all of a sudden, or you just have, grandma at home now and she doesn't drive as much. Carbingo.com is your answer because they're going to give you top dollar. In these times, money is always nice.
I think all times.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, and Carbingo.com is going to give you top dollar. You just go to the website, Carbingo.com, fill out some quick information. I mean, quick. And in under a minute, they're going to give you an offer for that.
Right.
And if everything works out, they're going to bring you a check. Wham, bam. They
What
take
if
your
it?
car.
What if it's a little old lady and she doesn't know how to use a computer?
Oh, you can phone call.
Ah,
Yeah.
87 Carbingo. That's 872-272-4646.
And she probably has a landline.
Right.
And it's one of those phones that's
rotary
real
phone?
loud. Yeah, the volume is really loud where you don't even have to hold it up to your ear. It's just that loud.
Yeah.
I remember those.
I remember when my mom was, typical mom, always on the phone, talking to whoever, talking to her mom, talking to sisters. This was way before texting and anything like that.
Yep.
So that's the only way you could communicate. So of
Yeah,
course you're
imagine
gonna be on the phone. So we had a wall-mounted phone, and you'd pick it up and you'd answer. And I'll never forget when my dad bought her that ridiculous extension cable for the headset to the thing. So it was like there would just be this like limbo line,
Yeah.
just a huge long cord,
Yep.
just spread out from like the wall to the kitchen. And I always thought that was really funny. Now it's not even a thing.
Yeah, no, it's amazing how it can detether you, even though you're still tethered.
Yeah.
But when we first got the wireless phones, those were amazing.
the cordless
The
phones.
the cordless phones. That was extraordinary because you could kind of halfway walk outside, and it was.
You were like, oh my God.
Man, this
Is
is
this the
amazing.
Jetsons?
Yeah, I'm outside right now, guys. All right, when we come back, we got more nostalgia. We also got more current events, and you're older than you think.
Oh.
This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Ramon Robles here, along with Matthew Barroso and Jennifer. Every week, we are here doing really nothing. We're just sitting here, a couple of guys and a gal sitting around talking.
It's just nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. Nonsense. We hadn't really hit on food a lot, have we?
That's funny. That's funny because my next thing is going to be food related.
Okay, we're going to get to that.
So you went and jinxed it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It would have been anyway. Now the question that's really going to get to you is, would it have been food if I hadn't said it? Or if you hadn't said anything?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like the Matrix.
As we promised, you are older than you think. This is one of those things that's obvious once you think about it, but I hadn't thought about it, so it's actually depressing. People on TikTok are freaking out after realizing that you've been calculating your birthday wrong. You might actually be older than you think. An influencer posted a video about it last week that's racked up millions of views, and it goes like this. When you turn a certain age, you're not actually starting that age. You're finishing that age. For example, if you just turned 39, it means you finished your 39th year, and you're currently in your 40. When you turn 1, you're not 1.
Yeah, because you've
already finished 1.
Right.
You're 1.
Yeah.
I guess it's more just to keep track of how many years you survived, I guess.
Yeah, right. That's true. Yeah.
Which really it would be more because you would be, because you turn 1 after 12 months of being born. So really you're 2.
That's true.
And if you count being in the womb, you're almost 3. So really you're almost 3 years older.
Which is practically 21. So I think 2-year-olds should have a beer.
Exactly.
All right. We're going back to your current events.
Right.
Now, you promised food conversation.
It is food related, but it's food in the metaverse.
Metaverse.
Right.
Man, the metaverse. I think we're missing out on a big opportunity financially.
You think so?
I think we are.
You think
three of us?
You think that there's cars to be purchased in the metaverse?
You know there is.
There's got to be.
You know, if somebody's going to spend money on a picture, what are those called? NFTs or
NFT,
whatever it is? Yeah, there's money to be made.
Maybe we should make CFT, Carbingo Fungible Tokens.
Dude, you laugh now, but somebody's going to do it, and they're going to be
bingo
a billionaire.
Call it Bingo Coin.
Bingo buck.
Bingo bucks. I like it.
All right, go ahead.
That's a verbal trademark. Okay.
You can get paid in bingo bucks.
So the Oreo company, what is it? Nabisco, I think?
Yep.
Yeah.
They have gone meta.
Oh,
and in more ways than one. Okay, so Oreo is launching a brand new limited edition cookie, and they're calling it the Most Oreo. And it's stuffed with
Oreo?
Oreos.
What?
So what they're going to do is take the cream filling and then just put like cookies and cream, like more Oreo in it. And so it's going to be like the thickest Oreo cream that you can get, whatever the extra stuff.
Yeah,
with
double stuffed.
Yeah, with cookie in it, like cookies and cream inside of an Oreo. And then it's a marketing push.
Of course.
So they're pushing it for their marketing ploy to bring awareness to their online metaverse experience called the Oreoverse. They didn't try very hard on that one.
Oh, man.
They said that cookie fans can go there to play cookie-themed games and try for a chance to win the grand prize of $50,000.
Oh, that'll do.
It's a lot of Oreos.
Yeah.
Maybe that can be our new thing that we say when you get a check from Carbingo. That's a lot of Oreos.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think that might be a little bit of copyright.
Well, that and they're not paying us to mention them, so
exactly.
There's that.
But definitely, that's a lot of Oreos.
Yeah, $50,000.
$50,000 is a lot. Yeah,
not as many Oreos as it would have bought you 2 years ago.
Right,
but still, a lot of Oreos.
I recently tried the thin ones that they're like thin, and the ratio is weird.
Yeah.
Now it's like I don't want them.
Yeah.
So I have just a full pack of them.
My kids will literally unscrew them and just eat the white and then throw away the black part.
I did that when I was a kid.
Do you don't do it anymore?
You don't like the actual cookie part?
Not when I was like 2
I'm the
or 3.
opposite.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I like the cookie part.
Isn't that the white?
Cream.
Really? You don't do the trick with the fork and you dip it in the milk where you put the fork in the cream and you.
That makes sense. I've never thought of that. Actually, you know what? I do I guess it's kind of gross. My wife says it's gross. I eat the cookie. I'm a 1-bite guy. I don't need 2 bites for an Oreo. I'm a big guy. I put the whole cookie in my mouth and I just drink milk.
Oh, that is weird.
It's exactly the same thing.
It's more steps.
Okay, first of all, it's less steps. I'm not dunking it. I'm literally going in the mouth and then drink. And that's it. And chew.
No, man.
That's less steps.
You got to check yourself.
You know what?
I'm judging you.
You know what? I don't appreciate this attack. Okay, let me see if I can judge you because I bet you're going to like this.
All right.
Hormel has made a new chili cheese beer.
That's awful.
Oh, come on.
That's nasty.
I thought you were a beer guy.
I am, but not chili cheese beer.
This thing says, what's better than beer? Chili cheese beer. They've described the flavor as being a chili cheese dip inspired corn chip flavor. I don't know if that sounds appealing or not.
Not at all.
I'm not a beer guy, so
who's making it?
Hormel chili.
They're going into
pretty decent chili. Okay. I think it's a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Would you?
Because if you can order a 4-pack or whatever or something, and you'll get it right on time
for the big game.
For the big game. Yeah.
Would you try a chili flavored beer or a beer flavored chili?
Probably beer flavored chili would taste much better.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You a fan of chili, Jennifer?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. You like it spicy? You're not spicy.
No.
You're the type of person who's like very judgmental if there's beans in it and stuff.
Correct.
I just don't get it. It's so much better.
Beans. No, it's not.
Oh, it's 1,000.
It's not better at all. No.
You know why they didn't put beans in chili in the beginning?
Why?
Because they didn't have them.
Okay.
And then they went, oh, the beans make it taste better. Is that like an anti-Texas thing?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but if given the choice, I mean, because...
Yeah, I like it with and without.
Yeah,
but your Mexican heritage doesn't call to you?
It does. That's why I have guacamole.
Says the thing with beans.
Well, the problem is, here's the problem. The beans are a filler to make it go further.
But it tastes good.
If you're
beans,
trying to save money and make it last,
sure.
Isn't that the goal?
Okay. Yep. Fair enough. I get that. But if you're gonna make chili and pound your chest and it has beans in it, it's just a filler. You know.
So it's the caveman instinct.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. All right. Was that it for current events?
That's all I'm gonna say because I feel like I'm being
you're judged a little bit. You know what? I'm cranky. It's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Need some beans. They fill you up.
You know what? At this point, I'm so hungry. I would eat chili with beans. I would.
It's chilly weather.
It is chilly weather. Here are our biggest driving pet peeves.
Beans and chili.
Yeah, people online driving pet peeves. People online are talking about their biggest driving pet peeves, and several have mentioned niche holes. People who think they're being nice, or nice holes. I'm sorry, I misplaced the H. Nice holes. People who think they're being nice, but it's actually dangerous. Here's an example.
Nice.
One person said, "Nice people who stop in the middle of a roundabout to let cars enter."
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Or randomly stopping on the road to let someone in oncoming traffic turn left in front of them. That's nice, but don't do that.
They're just bad drivers.
Yeah, like I don't think you can legally stop on a roundabout.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're not supposed. That's why they built the roundabout.
You think you're helping, but you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a bad driver.
Right. Here are 15 other pet peeves people have mentioned. People holding everyone up by trying to make a left turn at a time where it's borderline impossible, when they're or
just pass by.
Yeah.
Go to the next one.
I deal with that often. Quite often, because to get out of my house, my neighborhood,
your area,
I have to make a U-turn. But I think, okay, who am I going to hold up? And there's a lot of pressure.
Yep.
People who jump out from a side street or parking lot, cutting you off, and then drive slower than you are.
I use that every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not accelerating up the on-ramp. That's frustrating. I mean, that is why the gas pedal exists.
I think nothing is more annoying than people who turn really, 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 really slow.
Yeah.
Like they start braking super far ahead, and then they're super slow when they turn.
Yes.
That's probably the only thing that really gets to me.
Okay. Anyone who tosses trash out the window. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's just being a jerk.
Tailgating. I got a bad temper. I got to watch it. I have a bad temper when I'm driving. All right, we got a minute left. That's going to give us time to tell you about Carbingo.com. Carbingo.com are our friends. When it is time to sell your vehicular, you want to go to Carbingo.com, because I'm going to be honest with you. I have it on good authority that the other people who buy your car, they short sell you. They take advantage of you. They give you bottom dollar. They're lucky to even take your call.
Right.
Carbingo.com not only will take your call on the website, instant offer, practically instant. I think there's like a 4-second delay or something.
Right.
You get an offer quickly, answer a few questions, boom, offer.
You apply, go put your corn dog in the microwave.
Correct.
Make sure you open it up. Let it do its thing. By the time you get back and you got your plate in front of you ready to eat, you're gonna have an offer.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
It's easy. Carbingo.com. All right, Matthew Barroso and Jennifer, that's it. How'd we do? We do all right? Yep. Was this week a little better than last week?
I think it's just better because
Yep.
I don't want to say it on
I respect
camera,
that. I respect that. Well, thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. All right, we'll be back next Saturday. I don't know who will be. It'll be some. Yeah, it'll be some
It'll probably be Jennifer and then 2 other people.
Okay. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.